live in effect. You know, I'm here to answer any questions you may have about the way that I run my yard, my kennel, because I see a lot of viewers, they don't really agree with it or they don't like it. So I'm here right now to answer any questions. I'm here to, talk to the viewers and let them ask me whatever they want to ask me or, give me their ideas and tell me what they think I need to change. Or, even just sit and criticize, whatever. I'm just open for conversation right now. And I would love to hear what you have to say. So we're going to sit and we're going to wait for a few people to come in and we can get started. So, of course, I'm the founder and the owner of Paws and More LLC. We specialize in American bullies and South African baubles. And right now we partnered up with YouTube to bring content and let people see dogs and, help if a bauble is for you or is the South African, or is the American bully for you based off of the knowledge that I have. I would love for you to, answer any questions. So, we open for conversation. If you just tuning in, what we doing right now is I'm opening up the floors for viewers to ask questions and get a chance to talk to me, one-on-one. And, anything that you want to ask me, I'm open to answer. So we're going to sit and we'll wait until we get some people to join. And, the floor is open. Ask any questions that you would love to ask. If you've been tuning in to the content and tuning in to the channel, I'm sorry. You're welcome to ask me any questions that you want because I know a lot of people do not like to see dogs in cages. And I see the comments all the time. And a lot of times when I be working, I don't answer them. So right now the floor is open for any questions. Whatever you want to know, whatever you want to ask me about why I keep the dogs in the cages or how long, anything you want to know right now is the time. And I'm opened up for the viewers to, to talk to me and just, ask me your questions. Because I know a lot of people leave comments when I be dealing with the dogs and cleaning up and feeding them. I get a lot of negative comments. But the negative comments don't bother me because if I only get 15 of them and I get, 1,000 views on the video, it's only 15 out of 1,000 having a problem. So what's the percentage on that? That's not even 1%. That's not even 1%. If you got 1,000 viewers and you got what's going on, my brother? And hi to now I wear glasses, so y'all gonna have to work with me. Okay, Gizmo. What's up, Gizmo? And then we got Just Fish Stick. What's good? What's good, players? I'm glad y'all came to join, man. I'm just talking to the viewers because I know I get a lot of backlash about my dogs being in cages and And you know, I want to just talk to y'all because I know a lot of people they just oh them dogs in the cages and you know I'm gonna tell you. Let me give you a little history about me. Okay, I've been dealing with dogs for probably about 40 years, if not a little longer. And well, I'm sorry, I said 40 years. Take 10 off of that. I've been dealing with dogs for about 30 years. Thank you. I love God too. Somebody retract their message and said they love God, but you can put it back up there because I love God too. So now I'm going to tell y'all a little something about me, right? Okay, I've been dealing with dogs for about 30 years. I've been dealing with it for a real long time, okay? I've trained a lot of dogs. You know, I'm actually an animal trainer certified through the AKC, okay? And when I tell you, like, I've trained a lot of dogs. I've trained a lot of dogs, okay? And just to give you, you know, I got a little bit of the proof to show that I can let you know and show you like that I really have been into training dogs for a while, and I trained a lot of dogs. If you want to see this right here, this Diego, my South African boy, but this his mother. Okay. Now, right here, this is a dog that I trained because I was incarcerated for a long time, y'all. So we ain't gonna leave that out, just so you would know. Okay, and this was a dog that I trained. Excuse me, y'all, I'm trying to, okay. This is a dog that I trained, okay? That's one. You know, ask any questions y'all want, okay? Now, I'm gonna show you, because I'm a talk. I ain't got no problem with talking to my thing. Now, here go two more dogs that I actually helped train. Give me 1 second. Yes. Hello? Hello? Yes. I'm working right now. I'm on live, and I'm talking to my viewers, so let me call you back. All right. Okay. So now, right now, and I know it's an unusual time and all, but listen, I'm opened up. Okay. You say I got like a, let me read it now. You said I got like I'm gonna guess that's 9 series. You got like 2 viewers. Do you go to church? Yeah, I actually go to church. This morning was communion morning. Uh, I slept for a little while. I got 2 viewers, man. You help me pump it up then, man. You help me get some more viewers, please. Cause you know, you help the channel will help you, okay? So now, we got one of these, and we gonna see who can earn this. Let's see who can earn this. All right? You give me 1,000 viewers, you can have $100. That's how we work over here. So, how many viewers can you give me? Because uh, I need as many as I can get. So, you give me another 1,000, we can get you another one, okay? And that'll be 2,000 viewers for me and $200 for you. So now, uh, I've been training dogs, like I said, for probably now about a little bit over 30 years. And when I got incarcerated, okay, I had to find something to do with my time because I was incarcerated for a long time. And the time wasn't going by, okay? So stay out of there because the time don't go by as fast as it need to. Well, I didn't do 30 years, but I did 11. That's a long time. You know, I know it ain't 30, but 11 is a long time. And the days wouldn't go by fast enough. So, you know, I'm like, okay. And I'm just like, okay, I robbed the bank. I robbed the bank. I went broke and needed some money, so I robbed the bank. And so, you know, that's a long one right here. I will call my BFF tomorrow and give them your YouTube channel because I want you to get a lot of yours. Like you said, I'm not doing it for the money. Okay, jackpot, journey. I appreciate that. That's 100. That's cool. I appreciate that because you know normally everything is for the money, right? So I was incarcerated, and I had to figure out a way to do this time because it wasn't going fast enough. Okay, and I said, okay, maybe I could get into the dog program. So I decided, okay, I'm gonna try to get into the dog program. Now, in prison, I'm gonna tell you right now, the dog program is full of politics, and you said you don't get 11 years. Jim, Robert, be honest, where is your paperwork? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm glad you asked that because my paperwork right in front of me actually. Hold on. Which paperwork you want to see? Because this a jail picture for sure. That's a jail picture. Okay, that's a dog I trained. It's another dog I trained. That's Elliot, another dog I trained. That's the same dog from the first picture. Okay, then I show, okay, this Ghost. This was my favorite dog right here. Because Ghost was a golden retriever mixed with a pit bull, okay? And he was totally out of control. He was like the biggest challenge on the camp. Nobody wanted him. I said, give him to me. Give me Ghost. And you know what Ghost did for me? Ghost kept me in the cell by myself because people were scared to come in and be my cellie because he was so wild. They was like, I ain't going in there with that dog. And I was cool with that. Now, this was my favorite dog, okay? That's why I love Queen, because Queen almost looked like her, but this is a pit bull, okay? Now, this was another dog that I trained. Okay, all these dogs had to pass out for the AKC. Okay, all these dogs, you know, had to pass out through the AKC. I believe, I don't know who seen this picture, but this another dog. And all these dogs I'm showing you, I actually trained these dogs, okay? Or worked with them in one way or another. Now, I had these dogs also, but I only had one of them, and my people had the other one, okay? And believe it or not, these are the type of dogs that they bringing into prison. And it makes you say, where did y'all get them dogs from? Who dogs are those? The story behind these two pit bulls. This an ink pen, you guys, so just so you know. The story behind these two pit bulls. A meth house got raided, okay? And they found a bunch of meth and stuff inside of some guy's house, in some white guy's house. And they had these pit bulls. So they had to take the dogs because the guys went to jail. So they took the dogs. The dogs went to the pound. And the pound works with the prisons. And they sent the dogs into the prisons, you know, because once we train them and get them passed out through the AKC, they be up for adoption. Okay, so I had to save one of these pit bulls' life because if I didn't train this dog right, this one was mine. If I didn't train him right, he was gonna get put to sleep. Okay, and the same thing for this one. If the other guy didn't train this one right, and these two dogs were brothers. If they weren't trained right, they was gonna get put to sleep, okay? So we got them together and we trained them up real good, and they actually got adopted out. Okay, this is another dog I trained. And then I'm gonna give you some overall understanding about me because I did a lot with my time, okay? You look at this picture, I got the gold hat on, right? Yes, sir, that's me. I got, everybody else got gray hats on, I got on the gold hat, okay? No, okay, no, he had a gold hat on too, so then let me see, who is that? Okay, he got a gold hat on probably just because he ain't have a hat that day, but everybody else normally got on the gray hats. Okay, I graduated from heavy machinery also while I was incarcerated. Now, there's just some other pictures of me when, you know, a couple of my buddies when we graduated, okay? But I was the tutor of that class after I graduated out of it. Okay. Now, this was another one. See, this is how I want y'all to see and understand how much experience I got, because these are the type of dogs I was training. Okay? He was 150 pounds. This was a boxer mixed with a bull mastiff. If he didn't get trained right, he was gonna lay down. He was gonna have to go to sleep, okay? If he didn't get trained right, he was gonna have to go to sleep. So we had to get him together and get him trained. And we got him adopted out as well. And once again, I showed y'all this one. This was my buddy right here. And had to do everything in the world to get him home. But now this ain't even about me. You know, I done started showing y'all pictures and doing all this and that. Listen, this ain't about me. This question, this floor is open for y'all because, oh man, you still asking me about the damn. Don't nobody want to see this, huh? I know it. I know it. That's because everybody want to see. You want to see a gun, don't you? I bet you want to see a gun. You want me to put a gun in your face, don't you? That's what you want to see. You want to see You could have been the bank. Now, I tell you that much. You better be glad you wasn't the bank, cause somebody like you would I'd have cashed you. You would have been a cash check messing around, cause you messing around. You doing a lot of talking. You doing a lot of squawking, walking, what I call them, just rapping. I got paperwork, brother. You ain't got to worry about that. All you gotta do is go and look me up. Matter of fact, we ain't gotta go through all that. You could just look my name up and go look at my case, and you can find out everything you need. I give you my full name, whatever you need to find me on casenet.com. I give it to you. You want my old inmate number? 1050-192. Okay, let me see what this say. Okay, so just so you can see, that's a Department of Corrections letter that I got before I came home. That's my OSHA certification. I got certified in OSHA. I got a theology degree while I was in there as well. Let's see. So yeah, I do love God. And when I was supposed to come home earlier than I came home for the guy that's asking about the paperwork. Now, let me read this letter to you. This is from the Department of Corrections. This was a kite that they sent to me. And it says, it has my name. This was 1/9/2018. Just wanted to let you know I have mentioned your correspondence concerning your current good deeds and progress that you would like included in your 9-month review. I have placed the letter in your file material. Your 9-month review will take place in April of 2019 as your current release date is 1/4/20. Okay? 1/4/20 was my release date that they was gonna let me out on. Now, I was supposed to get out in August the 5th of 2019, and I ended up getting out in October of 2019. So when I went up for parole and I got my answer, they took me past my 85%, okay, because I was classified as a dangerous felon. So they took me past my out date that I was supposed to have had. And they sent me home a little later. They so cold-blooded that, I let them know my mama's birthday was in August. And I was supposed to be at home for my mama's birthday. And I got the answer from the parole board, and guess what? I didn't go home before her birthday. And I told the parole man that it was her birthday. So that's how much they care about it. So stay out of jail. That's another dog I trained too. Now this dog ended up getting put to sleep because my celly ain't know how to handle him. I had a little white celly that didn't want a black person to tell him nothing. So I know how to handle the dog, and I'm telling him, keep the dog away from the pit bull because both of them was alpha males, and they was all the way willing to prove who was the toughest. And he ain't listened to me. He did what he wanted to do and took the dog around the pit bull that his friend had. Now, this was a different pit bull than I showed you. It was another one. So he took the dog around the pit bull, and next thing you know, the dog grabbed the pit bull by the ear and ripped the dog ear off. But if anybody should have got in trouble, it should have been my Sally, because I told him don't take them dogs around each other, because this dog knew her, and you know, this dog, you don't know him. You can't take him around. He was a big dog. He probably weighed 100 pounds. And he was looking like, he kind of, when you looked at him, he almost looked like a presser mixed with a pit bull. That's really what I thought he was. Because they didn't know what breed he was, but I figured he was a presser mixed with a pit bull because of his size. And he wasn't nothing to play with. You know, he was about 4 years old. And they sent him in there, and man, he had the dog. He had the dog next to a pit bull, like I told him not to do, but he did it anyway. And that dog grabbed the pit bull, and he had the pit bull by his ear. So they took that dog back to the dog pound, and they put the dog to sleep because he attacked the dog. But he was only being a dog. My Sally shouldn't have never had the dogs around each other, but he was a little white guy from a little hick town, so a black dude couldn't tell him nothing. So I tried to say it to him, but I can't run him, and we gotta share the dog because we in the cell together, so I let him do what he wanted to do. And the dog ended up attacking the pit bull, and like I said, he ripped the pit bull ear off, basically. And they took him back to the dog pound, and they laid him to sleep. Sad, but true. So, like I said, this thing is really about y'all. I want y'all to, cause I'm looking for the viewers who always say, he keep them dogs in the cage. Report them. Push the button. Them the people I'm looking for right now. It be so many of them. And like now, ain't none of them around. Ain't nobody, I'm looking, I'm waiting. I wanna, stand up for myself and tell you why I do what I do with dogs. Cause when you dealing with dogs and you incarcerated, okay, you gotta keep your dogs in the cell. I mean, in the cage inside the cell. If you're not out working the dog can't stay and just walk around freely if whoever the dog assigned to ain't training them at the time and ain't doing nothing with them. Like if the person the dog is assigned to is sitting in his cell watching television, the dog can't lay on the floor. The dog got to be in the cage because it's other dogs that's walking through. And when you in a dog program in prison, you get to be in the cell, but they take the doors off. So ain't no closing no doors. They take the whole door off. And so therefore, you can't have your dog in there just laying around and just chilling, because if another dog walk past, he can run out and get to him. So they always made your dog stay in the cage. And now we talking about we talking about 2, 4, 6, 8, 12. It was about 24 people in the dog program, so that'll make it about 12 dogs. 12, 10 to 12 dogs at a time. Okay. And them dogs couldn't just be free. The guards made you keep the dogs in the cell all the time. And so, maybe that's why I feel okay to put my dogs in a cage, because in prison, you can't tell the guard, no, man, I ain't putting them in no cage. I'm going to let them stay out. You can't tell them that. You asking to get in trouble. So, you got to keep the dog. You got to keep the dog inside of the cage. So, maybe that's why I come home and I feel like ain't nothing wrong with a dog being in the cage. Because when you have multiple dogs, if they out and they loose and they walking around, you bound to have a fight. You bound to have a dog attack another dog, especially when you got bully breeds. When you got bully breeds and you got bullies that's like the active bullies, not the bullies that's super low to the ground and that's wide as a tire. We ain't talking about those. Cause them the dogs that I call they show dogs. They run around and play and look good, but they can't protect nothing or do nothing. They get tired fast. So, that's how them dogs go. My dogs are a little different, a lot different. I can't tell them don't do this or don't do that. Sometimes you gotta give them their space and just let them do. Cause in prison, believe it or not, the dog is doing time just like the prisoner. Cause that dog, if you got a job or you go to school, your dog gotta stay in the cage all the way till you get off work or until you get out of school. So knowing that, I take my dogs out way more than enough. Cause in prison, you ain't taking your dogs out as many times as you want to. It just don't cut like that. You gotta go and get permission from a guard if you want to take your dog out at nighttime because he gotta use the bathroom. Boy, I'm tired. Y'all just called me, called me tripping like a motherfucker. Damn, boy, I just say, look, y'all got me on that one. I know y'all like, just something, wake up. Okay, man, you got me, you got me. So, in there, they make you put your dogs up. So, I don't know what if people could have a phone, if people could have a phone in there and they could show you how they dogs gotta live in there, y'all really would go crazy. Cause y'all be, get them dogs out the cage, and every dog stay in the cage in prison. Yeah, and but one thing I did in there, I learned how to train a dog. I ain't play about that. I really learned, like, I really learned, I really learned how to really train a dog in jail the right way. We'd go 4 weeks with treats. No, we'd go 3 weeks with treats, and then 3 weeks without treats. And then you would have the dog to go for its testing. The AKC would come up to the prison, and the dog would have to test out. The dog would have to do different things, to test out. Like you might have to make him sit down, lay down. You may have to make him walk and heel. And when you get down to the bottom, to the finished part of the healing process, which would be like a little string or something, or a little rope that they use to make you walk the dog all the way down. And then people cross the street while you walking through them, and your dog is supposed to not pay attention to nobody. It's supposed to just keep walking through them people. This is how you had to get the dogs to pass out. And they would have the dog come to the end of the line and lay down. Then they have them turn around. Then they have them sit and stay. And you have to turn around and walk down to the end of the line. And you can't look back, and you can only tell them one time to stay. If he turned around, he broke the stay. Okay? And that won't get him to pass. But now, if he just walk right through them and act like they not there, he know, or that dog know, that they gonna get a treat, because we work on that. Walking past people, we use people to work on that, because we trying to get these dogs to pass out, test out. And I came in taking it serious. Believe it or not, the program wasn't serious until I got aboard, because I was really like going out there to get dogs like I did. And a lot of them was in there just because it keep you in the safer parts of prison. It keep you in the safer parts of jail. It keep you around the people on honor status. It keep you around, the people that's scared to go down where the rough people at. So they're getting the dog program, but they wouldn't have an idea about dogs. But they was just in there because, like I said, you get to be in the cell, versus if you ain't in the dog program, you gonna be in an open bay with a whole bunch of bunks. And you gonna have a man over the top of you, and you gonna have a man on each side of you, or you gonna have a man up under you, and you gonna have a man on each side of you. So if you get in the dog program, you can alleviate that problem, and you can be in a cell, but you gonna have a cellie, but you gonna be in a cell with one person and a dog. And so the dog is cool, especially, when you get you one of them good ones that came in, like I had that pit bull. That was one of the good ones. Uh, I had a few good ones, but that ain't heard her. So but I did what I had to do. The the program, it wasn't really serious until I joined it. Guys was just there, and they was mistreating dogs. So if you want to know what mistreating dogs is, let me tell you, jail. One dude got caught, and this is a true story. This ain't no bull crap. One dude got caught. He was putting peanut butter on his privacy and letting the dog lick the peanut butter off of his privacy. So now you tell me how crazy jail is. Did y'all hear that? One of the dog handlers put peanut butter on his private and let the dog lick the peanut butter off of him. He got caught. Eventually, I don't know how they caught him, but he got caught. But that's ill. That's real ill. You don't do nothing like that, man. But I was telling y'all about the dogs passing out and stuff too, through the AKC. So the dogs will have to go through a test after 6 weeks. And that's where I had left off with y'all. The dogs you'll have people walking and crossing the streets, and you got to walk the dog straight through them, and the dog can't mess with them. He got to act like they not there. Okay, then you take them, you lay them down, you make them sit down, then you make them lay down, and you tell them to stay, and you walk around him in a circle, and he's supposed to stay in the position that he in. He ain't supposed to get up and turn around because you walking around him. He's supposed to stay straight on the ground where he at. And then after that, you tell him to stay, and you walk away. And he's supposed to stay. And you walk down the end of the rope, and then you turn around and you call him, and he's supposed to come to you. Then you take him and you go hand them to one of the facilitators or one of the people off the streets that's sitting on the side. You take the dog to them and give them the leash, and you walk away. And you walk away for 2 minutes. And the dog ain't supposed to go crazy or do nothing. He's supposed to just sit there patiently as you walk off. And then when you come back, you grab him. And that's mostly all the things that require the dog to do for it to be able to test out. But it was one more thing, though. I left something out. They made you do meet and greets, meaning one person got a dog, another person got a dog. They supposed to walk up to each other and shake each other's hand in front of the dogs, and the dogs is supposed to sit down, and they ain't supposed to try to interact with each other, period. And so, like I said, I passed out a lot of dogs. So I'm pretty well, like knowing that I'm pretty well at training. So, but that was that. That's how I got, into that. Another reason I got to the dog program, I had a dog phobia, okay, to where like I didn't trust dogs. I couldn't mess with a dog no more because when I did the crime I did that sent me off to prison, I broke in somebody's house after I got done robbing a bank. And they sent the German Shepherd, the K9 in there. K9 Mickey, I'll never forget his name. Yeah, this ain't gonna work, is it, y'all? But I want y'all to ask some questions. I want y'all to ask. I'm really here looking for the people that love to go off. I ain't gonna lie. I guess all of them that went to sleep, and probably this way I'm falling asleep on her. I need to go to sleep on her. I know, but I'm working because I need y'all to. I need to build the channel up. So if you on here now and you ain't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. Mr. Platinum Paws. Don't bring it to you. We gonna give y'all some content. And we already got a lot of content already on the channel for you to just go check out, like hours and hours of content. All right, appreciate you. Thank you so much for doing that, brother. Yeah, because it say what I think it say. Yes, sir. All right. Huh. Paws up, baby. And that girl, you better keep her tight if you want to keep her drawers up, baby. Because a player like me might take her. And to the Himalayas and lay it down. Hey, man, it's all about enjoying life, ain't that right? You know what I'm saying? You got people, man, that ain't enjoying life, y'all. You gotta enjoy life, man. Work hard, party hard, or whatever. Have fun, man. Get your family, get you some babies, man. If you're young, yes, sir. I caught your live the other night. Do you breed pits, my dude? That's right, bro. Yeah, yeah. I breed bullies, uh, but I be feeling like my bullies got some pit bull in them, even though I got the paperwork for them and everything. And I also breed South African barbers, the masters, the big dogs. I deal with those too, and most of the time, if somebody looking for a dog, if they ask me, see, people don't ask me, about puppies and stuff. I guess they'll have to see me showing them a litter or something. But if they ask me, where can they get a puppy from? I can always get a person a puppy, any kind of puppy. You know, I mean, I ain't gonna say any kind, but dealing with a bauble or a bully, I can always get you a puppy. That ain't no problem. So, like I was telling y'all, right, I had to break the phobia that I had because the police dog, K9 Mickey, this K9 Mickey worked right there. As you can see that was a stitch right there. That's K9 Mickey work. You see this bump on my lip? Them were stitches. That's K9 Mickey work. If you can see this right here, on my neck, right there, that's K9 Mickey work. Let me blow this up for you a little bit so you can see it. Yeah, right there. Right there. That's K9 Mickey work. That's 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 the police dog work, okay? I had 60 stitches in my face from a police dog attack. That's his K9. When the doctor was stitching my face up, he said, "You lucky to be alive." He said if that dog would have been over one more inch, you wouldn't be here with us right now. And so, you know, I understood that. Let me see what you say, partner. He say, "Damn, man, that rough, bro. I couldn't imagine getting bit in the face and neck." Yeah, yeah, he put me in what's called, it was called a death lock. And he got that, and he got that, he got that. He got a lot of my face, you know, a little different indentions. You know, I did good because this really the only mark that stayed along with this right here. But my whole face could have really been messed up because when he grabbed me, I just didn't move. I just stayed still. And I ain't moved because if I'd have moved, he'd have shook and he'd have ripped my skin off my face. But I just stayed still. And when I tell you the police couldn't get this dog off me, they started talking to the dog in a foreign language. And the dog still wouldn't let me go. Because, see, I'm going to tell you, I was on drugs. I was getting high and I was on shit. And that's why he grabbed my face. Because he walked past me. Now, I'm leaving some stuff out. I'm sorry. Because you got to get, I'm just told y'all about the dog attack, okay? But now, I had broke both of my feet, too, at the same time. Both of my feet was broke because I jumped down off a high wall running from the police, and I landed, and I shattered the heel bones in both of my feet, okay? But I still got away from the police because he was a heavy-set man. He had his dog with him. He pulled his gun out on me, but I jumped because it was a little wall thing. And when I landed on both of my feet, and I tried to take off running, and I fell to the ground. And I'm like, damn, I got back up. I took another step to run again, and I just walked real slow. It wasn't, you know, I couldn't run. I could barely walk, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I just heard sirens and dogs. And I told myself, I said, boy, you finna go to jail. Because still had all the money on me from the bank. And I said, if they catch me, they can have this money back. Because I said, if I try to hide it somewhere out here, and I'm running from the police, so ain't nowhere I'm going to hide it. The money going to blow away, going to deteriorate. It's going to do something. It ain't going to help me. So I said, if they catch me, they can have their money back. And so I still got away, even though my feet was broke. I climbed up a hill and I went to some people's backyard and I broke inside their back door. And I went down the steps to their basement, because when you open the door, you go upstairs. Or, because this was the back door, you go upstairs or downstairs. And I went downstairs because I heard somebody lock that door that goes upstairs on the steps. And so I whispered kind of through the door. I was like, listen, don't tell the police I'm in here. I give you $1,000. I say, I give you $1,000. Don't tell the police I'm in here. And my feet was broke, so I was in hella pain. So I just laid down because I couldn't take no more. I just laid there with my feet in the air. And all I heard was footsteps. Go, 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 go. I knew they was in there. I said, damn, here they come. And the next thing I know, a dog, I'm laying on the ground now, flat on my back with my feet going up in the air, and I'm just laying down because I'm in pain. And I see a dog run past me, and when he ran past me, he just turned around and bam, and grabbed my face. That fast. As soon as he ran past me, he just whipped his head, bock him, and just hit me. And he would just hold my face, growling like, and I just didn't move. I just stayed like this. And he just held me. But if I would have tried to get him off of me and did something like this, that dog would have, he'd have ripped everything on my face off my face. I'm thinking about that. He would have, and I'm talking about he would have went. When them dogs ripped, they ripped. Yeah, man, it was crazy. And I'm gonna tell you what, all right, bro, I gotta head to bed, but I gave you a sub, and I'm gonna check your content out for sure. Keep your head up, my boy. Prayers to you. Thank you, brother. God love you. I love you too, bro. You know we soldiers for the Lord, so it's all good. We soldiers for God. So I get you a good rest, man. Thanks for joining and check me out, man. Pass it on. 100 to you, baby. And so that doggone dog, the dog grabbed me while I was laying on the floor. And I just didn't move. And I'm going to tell you the worstest thing. When they finally got the dog off of me, I said, damn, man. Because the dog was going crazy. He started screaming and making noise because he wanted me. And, all right, dog. And they finally got him off of me. It's all white police down here and one black dog. And I'm like, man, the dog right here still almost in front of me, and he just barking and the man holding him. And I'm like, man, get that motherfucking dog. That's what I said to him, man, get that dog, man. And he said, he ain't say nothing, the dog. And when I said that, the black officer, out of all the officers in there, and this guy, this my right-handed guy, this the truth. He said, shut the F up before we let them go on you again. Sure did. And guess what? I shut up. Because I'm hoping I survived the situation. Because, hey, listen, they could have killed me in that basement. Because in the police report, they said we asked subject to come out or we was going to release the dog. And they said with no response, since I didn't respond, they sent the dog in. They never told me to come out. They just sent the dog. Wasn't no warning, wasn't nothing. They just sent the dog. Because I wasn't in fight mode. If they would have said, hey, come out from down there, I would have told them, man, listen, my feet broke. I'm laying on the floor. I got my hands up. But I can't come up there. That's what I would have told them. Because why I'm a fight? I can't win nothing. What I'ma not come out for? What is, I ain't finna do nothing but get myself, in a hard, get myself hurt. That's all that's gonna happen. Shoot, somebody gonna hurt me. The police gonna hurt me anyway. So no, I would have came out, man. But they said that they told me to come out and they was gonna release K9, Mickey. Then another part of the police report said when we came down the steps, they said the subject was up under the steps. They said the subject was up under the steps and being implicated to have a deadly weapon. We released K9 Mickey to apprehend the subject. I wasn't under the steps, never. I was in the middle of the basement floor. And my family gave a lawyer $10,000. And that lawyer the best he could do was give me 12 years. Man, I'm so tired. But that's what they said. They said that for me being implicated to have a deadly weapon, they released K9 Mickey to apprehend me. And they could have killed me. They could have just shot me and said I had a gun down there. They could have done anything. And I would have lost. When I got my police report, the little dude who made the statement was 17 years old. And he ain't take the $1,000. And I know he talk about this story to this day. I know he be saying he should have took that $1,000. I would have took it. I would have honestly took it. But he probably thought I was trying to trick him to open the door and then I was gonna go upstairs and kill him and kill everybody, whoever was in there. So I understand that because you got a burglar in your basement. If you was in my house, we ain't gonna ask no questions. We ain't got nothing to talk about. See you when I see you, player. Shit, shoot. Yeah, everybody know what that means. People better go get a suit for you. Go get you a suit tailored to your body. Because I'm finna cash you out. So, no. I ain't gonna ask you no questions. shouldn't be in my house. If you should be in my house, you should be in my house. I ain't asking no questions. So that's how I was blessed through that situation, because the police dog could have killed me. Or the people whose house it was could have killed me. Yeah, man. Man, I'm tired, man. I gotta quit this one. Y'all gonna have to catch me on a better day, man. Listen, thanks for joining in. And hey, we gonna start doing this often, so I'm gonna start needing to hear y'all questions and everything. But I'm gonna make the next announcement on the next live when we messing with the dogs and everybody on her. I'm gonna start letting people know, even all the ones making the bad comments. Come on, the question and answers live. That's what I think we might call it, questions and answers live with Mr. Platinum Paws. Hey y'all, peace. 100. YouTube family, keep it safe, keep it clean, keep it real. You know the deal. Peace.